Bonjour, and welcome back to another episode of the Root and Rise podcast. I'm your host, Brienne, and I am here with another episode. This is a guided journaling session for healing the inner child. To continue your journey of healing your inner child, check out my episode on how to break generational cycles of trauma, linked in the episode description. My guest, Cynthia Noy, leads us through a very powerful exercise designed to help you connect with your inner child and support you through your healing journey. It is still one of my most popular episodes to this day, so make sure you check it out. Today's episode is dedicated to you. It's actually here by popular demand. You wanted and asked for more guided journaling and reflective thinking sessions. So that's exactly what we're doing today. Your voice matters here and has the power to direct future conversations on this podcast. If you are watching this over on YouTube or Spotify, feel free to leave a comment or participate in the polls. And for those tuning in on other platforms, don't worry, I got you. You still have a way to use your voice here. I have set up a community survey for you, and you can find that link in the episode description. This podcast is a space for you. Whether you're craving more pep talks, guided journaling sessions, longer solo episodes, exciting guests, or specific topics, I want to hear from you. Now let's get straight into our guided journaling and reflective thinking session. I want to give a quick disclaimer. If you are feeling triggered, reactive, or more emotional than you are comfortable with going through these questions, I first commend you for recognizing that, and then recommend pausing and using any of the coping skills that I recommend in my episode on how to deal with triggers. The link will be included in the episode description for you. I am also a huge advocate for therapy and have turned to my own therapist when my self-regulation skills weren't quite enough. Please stop and speak with the therapist if any of these journal prompts trigger you. I also have episodes coming up about the therapy process, finding a therapist, and answering all of your questions about therapy. There's still time to submit your own questions through the community survey. I like to start with a couple of deep breaths. Let's do them together. Deep breath in and exhale. Inhale again. And exhale again. It helps me to start journaling from hopefully a little bit more grounded place. The first prompt is check in with your body. Do a mindful scan of each of your body parts to see how you're feeling right now. Are you feeling any pain or tensing any muscles? If so, acknowledge them, relax them, wiggle them, try to get that tension out. Now, finish this sentence. I feel blank. Fill in the blank, of course. And finish this sentence. I need blank. These two journal prompts are questions that I ask myself anytime I'm feeling intense emotions. What am I feeling? What am I needing? I actually use these feelings and needs cards to help me better understand what is happening to me in that moment. I'll have those linked in case you find some value in those as well. Inner dialogue. What are the negative feelings or thoughts that you are having about yourself? What is the truth about those thoughts? What do you need at this moment to be able to cope with those feelings? Wounded inner child. As a child, what do you feel you needed and didn't receive growing up? How might this be impacting you in the present moment? What fear does your inner child have? How might this fear be impacting you in this present moment? Support system questions. Who did you look up to when you were younger? What did you admire about them? How can you approach yourself with those traits? Think of someone in your life who was nurturing to you. How did they show you love and support? How can you respond to yourself in the same way that they would? What would you say if your real or imagined child approached you with the feelings or thoughts that you are experiencing? Your healed inner child. What do you think your future, wiser, more healed version of yourself would do at this moment? How do you wish you could react in this moment? What do you wish you could have said or done in a stressful moment? Positive inner child. What positive traits or qualities did you have as a child? How can you channel these same traits or qualities into yourself now? What did you enjoy as a child? How can you bring a little bit more of that enjoyment into your life today? We're never too old for fun. And gratitude. Thank this inner child version of yourself for bringing up this new awareness for you. Acknowledge the experience that version of you went through. Validate the feelings that they feel. Release this version of yourself from feeling hurt, wounded, or scared in this moment. The older, wiser, more healed version of yourself now has it under control. You know how much I love positive affirmations and believe in the power of positive self-talk. In fact, I have not just one, but 2 dedicated sections in my digital journal, which you can download too for free, that remind me to practice positive self-talk and affirmations. Here are my positive affirmations for the day. I honor and nurture my inner child. I am healing and growing with my inner child. My inner child deserves to be seen and heard. My inner child deserves self-care and self-compassion. I trust my inner child's wisdom. I am gentle and compassionate with my inner child. Breathe and remember who the fuck you are. You're a goddamn superstar, and don't you forget it. If you are interested in more journaling or reflective thinking sessions, or you feel stuck in an area of growth, healing, or blooming, please let me know. You can leave a comment on YouTube or participate in the polls on Spotify. I love hearing from you, so much so that I have created a community survey linked in the episode description that allows you to be a part of future content. Check that out and make sure you're subscribed to the Root and Rise podcast so you don't miss out on any future content. Thank you so much for being here with me today. It is an absolute honor to be a part of your growth journey. You can find me over on social media at Root and Rise Podcast, or I will just see you in the next episode.